Where can I retire when I get older and not have to go back into the closet? This is a common question among our podcast listeners and our YouTube viewers. So we wanted to share 7 LGBTQ friendly retirement communities for you to consider. This is actually part 2 of a video that we did. You can catch the first one in this series right up here.
Exactly. So coming in at number 1 in no particular order here is Stonewall Gardens Assisted Living in Palm Springs, California. If Palm Springs is your paradise, then Stonewall Gardens Assisted Living is your oasis.
Yeah, I think that for a lot of people, Palm Springs comes up as their gay paradise for retirement, right? A lot of reasons why HRC gave Palm Springs a 100 out of 100 on their municipal equality index. Palm Springs, it came in on our list as the most affordable LGBTQ friendly city in California when we looked at California on episode 475 of the podcast, which you can also watch on this YouTube channel. But I think in general, Palm Springs is considered to be one of those great places to retire.
So many people talk about it as a great place to retire. That's why I was surprised that it scored the winning position when we analyzed the state of California. I thought for sure, just by virtue of the fact that it's got to be expensive with that demand and limited supply, that just the numbers wouldn't be there, but it scored the top spot.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you're looking for a diverse group of LGBTQ plus seniors, the wide range of services, Stonewall Gardens Assisted Living might be the go-to location for you. They've got other services such as assisted living, round-the-clock caregiving, and it's got a vibe so fun and cozy that you won't want to leave until, well, you don't really have the option.
Yeah, exactly.
Per familyassets.com, the cost to live in Stonewall Gardens Assisted Living is ranges between $3,800 a month and $4,800 a month. The average price is just under $4,000 a month, which might sound expensive to a lot of people, but remember we're talking about California here, and this actually comes in below the average of Palm Springs, which is about $5,600 a month. So there's a little bit of cost savings there, but Stonewall Gardens Assisted Living is relatively new, so we'll see how long those prices stay low with a limited supply.
Yeah, definitely. I would think that for all of these locations, when we're looking at them, remember, limited supply is going to cause the price to go up, as well as the amount of services or amenities that are available at these facilities. Coming in at number 2 is Mary's House for Older Adults, which is in the DC area. This is your place to age gracefully and live fabulously.
Aren't I doing that now?
Yeah, right.
Oh.
No. This location is a little bit smaller. It is a 15-unit facility that is your LGBTQ friendly haven for seniors. Some of the amenities that are included here are a health and wellness program, hydrotherapy coordination,
Nice.
which means there must be a pool there, social-based services. So we kind of look at this as maybe your combination of day spa meets retirement community. It's a place where you can,
how I want to retire.
Yeah, live out your golden years in those vibrant as your personality is, right?
I don't know if anybody can be if any institution can be that vibrant.
Yeah,
that's a lot, huh?
Yeah, the costs associated here are a little bit higher than what you might consider at some facilities. The costs range anywhere between $2,600 and $9,400, again, depending on what services you need. The average for this community is running just under $6,000. But the nice thing is that because this is a small facility, they do offer to connect individuals with communal housing in the area. And we know that communal housing is something that is becoming more popular, especially with LGBTQ adults and seniors, because of the cost of living in general and the cost of housing in general.
Yeah, there was just, of course, we had Dr. Sarah Zeff-Geber on the podcast last year where she talked about different versions of communal housings for different services and needs and communities. But then we just watched an article video on YouTube recently. I think it was CNBC. I can't be sure, where they talked about how this is becoming more of a way that people retire because it's just so expensive for one person to live alone almost anywhere in the country. And that's where they interviewed the founder or CEO of Silver Nest, which helps connect people who are looking for some sort of communal living. Coming in at number 3, nestled between St. Petersburg and Sarasota in the sunny Tampa Bay area of Florida, lies our 3rd position, which is Palms of Minnesota. And that just never rolls off my tongue usually. I think I want to say Palm Springs of Minnesota, but that's not true. And this is another retirement oasis for LGBTQ plus folks.
Yeah, the nice thing about Tampa is Tampa did get a 100 out of 100 on HRC's Municipal Equality Index, as well as its partner city here, St. Pete. The two of those were actually the winners when it came to, actually, They came in as runners up in the state of Florida as the most affordable LGBTQ friendly cities in Florida when we looked at that on episode 467. One of the things about this location is the cost of living is just slightly above the national average, coming in at 104.2%.
Exactly. So there are 21 condos in this facility, and they're all available for purchase. They're not for rent, but they do offer, impromptu dinners, in-home musical recitals,
Oh no.
so I could sing until I die, literally. And they had some very we care community from what we hear. So they have your back for potlucks or when you need to pick me up.
Yeah.
So again, this is for purchase per Zillow.com. A two-bedroom, two-bathroom condo, about 1,800 square feet, is currently pending for $299,000. A three-bedroom, two-bathroom condo, about 1,600 square feet, recently sold for $278,000. So you want to keep those factors in mind. So before we continue, if you like what you've seen so far, please give this video a rating and a review, as well as maybe sharing with your friends or family, so that we can help reach more LGBTQ plus folks with the topic of queer money.
Yeah. I'll also add, I know that there are a couple of facilities on this list where you're actually purchasing a property. Remember that associated with many of those is also some sort of association fee
Oh,
or other
home,
fees.
yeah.
So please keep that in mind. Don't just take our word for what these places cost. Do your research. Number 4 on our list is Spirit on Lake Apartments. Now, yes, folks, that is exactly how people from Minnesota talk. Spirit on, no, I'm just kidding. That is actually what the facility is called, Spirit on Lake Apartments. It is in the metro area of Minneapolis, actually between Midtown, Phillips, and Powderhorn. So this is a place where you're getting a little bit of that city vibe and not having to be tucked away out in the suburbs or far outside the city for folks who want to retire and still have that fun city vibe going on in their lives as they're retiring. This facility is 46 units of affordable housing. Now we'll talk a little bit about what that means. But the nice thing is that that this is a place where you can enjoy that city life. What are some of the other
Without
things?
breaking the bank.
Yeah.
But so just for those who might not remember or know, Minneapolis scored the runner-up position when we reviewed Minnesota on episode 439 of the Queer Money podcast. Of course, it got a 100 on the Human Rights Campaign's Municipal Equality Index. It does have a cost of living a little bit higher than the national average, 120.1% of the national average. But that's what you have to pay, I guess, to live where Prince lived.
Well, and I think that all of these facilities, if you're in a major metro area, you're probably looking at your cost of living being at or above the national average.
Yeah, makes sense.
Some of the facility or some of the amenities in this facility include a community room and lobby, which is great for mixing and mingling and meeting new friends. It
I
does
like
have
mixing and mingling.
it does have a fitness center, so you can work out that extra scoop of Ben and Jerry's ice cream, John.
Stop judging me.
It does have an outdoor patio for soaking up the sun, as well as some green space. And if you are a pet lover and have a pet, this is a facility that does allow pets. There are 1 and 2 bedroom units available. These are apartments, and they are for rent. Now, when we talked about affordability, this is something I think most people can get with, and that
Yeah.
is a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom unit, which is around 685 square feet, comes in around $960 a month. A 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom unit coming in at 1,100 square feet comes in right at around $1,100. So per rent cafe, these are facilities that may be within the reach of a lot of people, but with 46 units, remember, demand is high and probably availability is low. So make sure you check to see if there's availability.
And we should acknowledge, because we have been told Minnesota is cold.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you're not a cold person, then you want to head further south. Coming in at number 5 on our list is Carefree Cove, which is in North Carolina. This is nestled deep in the forest of the Blue Ridge Mountains, and it's a 165-acre upscale gay and lesbian residential community. So it's got the perfect blend, they say, of nature as well as luxury. And I just think it's probably great for a lot of peace of mind and calming and relaxing. They've got long range views of the mountains that will leave you breathless, they say. As
no.
breathless as
Here we
Madonna
go.
and Dick Tracy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or maybe it's just the lack of air because of the elevation.
Maybe.
I don't know. But it's got a lot of wildlife, a lot of foliage. And I just think when you're in your retirement age and you want to just sort of unwind and achieve some peace of mind, this might be a great place to sort of just be in nature. They've got a temperate climate. They say ranges anywhere from 33 degrees to a balmy 69 degrees. Some of the amenities that this facility offers include, of course, acceptance and belonging, which is something that we're all looking for, especially as we age. But they've got log cabin homes. so you could live like Abraham Lincoln. But part of the reason that they do that is they want to blend in with the surroundings. They want it to have the natural vibe, so they don't want to create these concrete or plastic structures. There's also a beautiful clubhouse with a full kitchen and spacious space for gathering if you want to have friends or family over, a fitness center, a heated swimming pool, a hot tub if you want to stay active and healthy. There are individual homes and condos that are available for purchase. None were available at this particular time.
All right, number 6 is Crotona Senior Residences, which is in the heart of Crotona Park North in the Bronx. So this is a New York City facility. This facility was backed by Sage. If you're not familiar, Sage is the largest nonprofit focusing on LGBTQ seniors. It is a mixed-use space that covers 65,000 square feet across 7 stories. So this is a tower with 82 units, what they say pure senior luxury. One of the cool things about this facility is on the ground floor of this facility, there is an LGBTQ senior center that is not just for the residents, but for LGBTQ seniors all across the New York metro area.
Nice. So you can just take the elevator down and party with your friends.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if your friends don't live there. Some of the amenities that are included here, of course, are things like a laundry room, community room. The nice thing is they have a terrace where they have plots for individuals to be able to garden if you have a green thumb. I know a lot of people love to garden in retirement, or you just want to catch some shade. There's also, especially if that shade is not being thrown at you from a drag queen. And it also has a great room where they have meals and recreation, as well as an area and a library where you can do things like catch up on your reading or your cyber skills, because they do have computers available. It also, the nice thing is this facility does qualify for or as a low income housing tax credit community. So if you're on a low income, you definitely want to check out facilities like this. Unfortunately, at the time of this recording, there were not any of these available, so we couldn't give you any pricing.
For LGBTQ plus people, we should also call out that the Bronx is where Destination Tomorrow is. So especially for our transgender listeners and viewers, if you are considering Crotona Senior Residence as a place to retire, not only do you have the community downstairs in your lobby, but you have Destination Tomorrow. Just, I don't know exactly where, but around the block, I would say.
Yeah.
All right. Last but certainly not least, coming at number 7 is John C. Anderson Apartments, which is in the heart of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the city of brotherly love. This is also a pet-friendly facility, LGBTQ plus friendly as well. They say it's the cat's meow. Putty tat. It's also it's in the official neighborhood, just minutes away actually, where you can easily access Avenue of the Arts, William Way Community Center, as well as Mazzoni Health and Legal Services and Clinic. So a lot of stuff is available for you right there. Philadelphia itself did score the number 8th position for the most affordable LGBTQ plus friendly city when we did the state of Pennsylvania, just because the cost of living was a little bit higher than its competition.
Out in the middle of Pennsylvania, in the middle of Pennsylvania, it's pretty cheap. So
yeah, exactly.
that's why it didn't rank so high.
Philadelphia has a 107.4% cost of living relative to the national average. It was Erie that came in number 1 and Pittsburgh that came in number 2, correct, I believe. So you have to go way out west.
That's true.
If you want to be able to have the cheapest cost of living in Pennsylvania. But Philadelphia, of course, did score 100 on Human Rights Campaign's Municipal Equality Index. There are 1-bedroom apartments that are available with access to inviting community where you can gossip while you drink your coffee. Who doesn't love that? If you need some fresh air, you can head outside to the outdoor community patio and soak up some sun. If you want to curl up with a good book or maybe binge watch your favorite Netflix show or everything that you can find on this YouTube channel for money, the library is available for you at your leisure. Calendars packed with resident events and services to make your social life as exciting as it is today. And per Penrose.com, these 1-bedrooms range from $843 a month to $977 a month.
All right. Just had a little bit of a door slam there because of the breeze that's blowing through our house. So these are just 7 of the communities that we think you might want to consider in retirement. What do you think? What do you love about these communities? We'd love to hear your comments. Share them on this YouTube video. And watch episode 470 of the podcast that's available here on YouTube. If you want to catch the rest of the list, you can find that right here. And remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel and watch our Gay Retirement 101 series.
Thank you.